100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by Mr. Irrelevant. Tune into Alex Strofe and Company every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30 exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube page for Wisconsin sports talk and everything else. The Milwaukee Brewers just keep on winning. The Brew Crew was tied with the Red Sox last night at 5 apiece until the 8th inning, for Garrett Mitchell had the go-ahead hit.
2-1. And a liner into left that's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third is Terang. Here comes the throw home. It's offline. And it gets past Narvaez. Yelich streaking home. Here's the throw home. He's under the tag. Oh, Christian Yelich. Now streaking for third is Garrett Mitchell. The Brewers lead it 7-5.
Milwaukee went on to win 8-6 over the Red Sox. Game 2 of the series is tonight. Coverage will start at 5:10. First pitch at 5:45. Jim, Matt, and Molly will continue exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube page and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
If you take that pick and then trade it, you find a way to flip that for another thing so you can triple down for the third time with Giannis.
Ah.
Just have another kid. Just have twins. Yeah. Just have triplets. It's fine. Everything gets easier. Twins. What are we talking about? Just you remember those old commercials that it was the water is exploding on a thing and you're like, just slap on some duct tape and you're good to go. Like that's what it feels like.
Flex Seal.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Monster Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown. Matt Hamilton out. Primetime washdown behind the glass. Get into the show. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stalking text line. List is more. You can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. While you're there, go ahead and like and subscribe and all those cool things. You can see I am wearing actually very old glasses today. I decided to mix it up a little bit because I'm going to leave these.
Why so old?
Well, these are glasses that are, I guess, the pair before the pair I normally wear.
Old Rutledge
I'm going to leave these here at the office because today I had to drive home to go get glasses because my contacts are bothering me.
And the worst.
So, and I just was like, why don't I just keep an extra pair here? So now I have an extra pair to keep here at the office. That'll be these glasses.
Did you try to like flip your contacts inside out, like all the things?
Yeah, but they've been bothering me for a few days, so I just punted on it.
Did you think about getting new, like switching them?
Yeah, but I've only had them in for like 2 weeks, so they're supposed to be a month for me. I didn't feel like
I think actually the last time that I went, my eye doctor, she didn't yell at me, but she was like, there's no such thing as monthly ones because you should really only be wearing them for like 2 weeks. And I was like, lady, with how much I'm spending on these contacts, we're getting as many weeks out of this as we possibly can, which might be 2 to 3 months.
So that's funny. So my wife did that before she'd buy because her prescription was really strong and like they were special. So like she would just take 6 months and just stretch it out for a year because it was her contacts somehow, some way were twice as much as mine. I was like, I don't understand how this happens. But then it got to the point, went to a new eye doctor, and they're like, no, your insurance will cover these. Your eyes are so bad, your contacts are deemed medically necessary.
Oh,
so then
sucks to have terrible eyes, but that must be nice.
Because
otherwise it's like a $300 investment every single time that I go.
That's basically what hers cost too. And then they're like, no, they're free.
Damn.
And so now she doesn't have to pay for them. So now medically necessary contacts there.
Okay. Yeah, yours are pretty
it's the
old
place
school.
I suggested to you.
You have suggested it to me multiple times.
Because they know how to work the insurance, which is incredibly important.
But I've been stretching my contacts out for so long now that I have like 3, like not just boxes. Like I have like the full-on unopened boxes that they've given me. So like probably like 2 more years worth. So I'm good. My prescription doesn't change. I'm a young son of a gun.
Right.
But your glasses, Calvin Klein, I see.
Yes, they are. They are old.
Okay.
They are old. These are probably 10 years old.
Those do look like readers.
They do look like readers. They honestly, I put them on and I was like, if I was clean shaven, I could give off and taller Scott Van Pelt vibes.
Yeah, wow.
True. He doesn't have as good of a glow because I don't think he's been to Florida recently.
Yeah.
Like you.
I think he's skinnier too, but we'll take it one step
It's
at a time.
7 inches taller, yeah.
But you're probably more jacked, right? Is Scott Van Pelt jacked? He doesn't go to Carbon. You do?
Yeah, I do go. I go to Carbon World Health. You can go to Carbon World Health. You can ask them about cryotherapy, red light therapy. You could go work out there. I need to get back working out there. On vacation, obviously. You go on vacation, you get a lot of stuff. I did a lot of walking.
Yeah.
I did get some workout in. There was like a little facility. You could like look at the beach, but it was more of like was it plyometric sort of stuff. But at least I got some things in there. Got the girls interested in trying to do a little bit of workout stuff there. But doesn't compare to Carbon World Health.
That's got to be motivating to be on the beach, and then you're like, oh God, I don't even want to like take my shirt off.
Right.
I had to save way too many crab legs.
for so many reasons. Also, like most of the people there are tan and look good, and then it's like
You're that guy that you were complaining about running on John Nolan.
I am basically like translucent, like I'm basically iridescent, where I'm just glowing in the dark with how Caucasian I am the first couple of days. So that's the worst part. Like on vacation, you're like, how do I get to a point where I don't look like a tourist?
You're from Wisconsin,
right? But you can't go too fast because then you're just gonna be all red.
I told you should have tanned before you went.
I should have. There was a poor. It was like a teenage girl and her mom, and like we saw them taking a picture. And the mom did the girl a disservice because the mom looked like she was tan. The girl looked like she had a skin disease with how burned she was like burnt to the point of like it looked like there was degrees to the burns on her body. And I was like, how does your mom not like? I know teenagers are paying the butt.
I guarantee it was the mom told her put sunscreen on, and then the daughter was like, no, I'm not wearing sunscreen. I'm trying to tan.
Yes.
Guarantee it, because I was that person too.
And you have a great story you've shared before about how you've burnt.
All you need to know is that sun poisoning and a lot of burns, a lot of blisters, a lot of face puffiness, all the things there. Great times.
Yeah, good times. It's also good times. The Milwaukee Bucks and their saga with Giannis. And I just want to start all of this by saying I was right. And I will continue to point that I was right that the Bucks should not have played this. They should not even started this season. Remember when Matt Hamilton? I was camping. I was at, I believe, Mirror Lake, and
I was hosting with him.
Yes, and you guys call, and I joined because the Bucks got Miles Turner. And everyone was...
That's when it was?
Yes.
See, I was trying to think. I'm like, I can't remember when this was and where you're going with this.
Yes.
That was only Miles Turner?
Yes.
That wasn't even a year ago.
Right, but it was about... Matt asked me if I wanted to eat crow.
Yeah.
Because they did one of the dumbest things in franchise history / NBA franchise history and did the longest basically cut and stretch...
5 years, $22 million each year, right?
Yes. So just a reminder that the Milwaukee Bucks are paying Dame Lillard $20 million a year on their cap to not play basketball for them. God. I just don't want that to be forgotten. And that was before that happened, I said they should just trade Giannis. Like, what are we doing? Just trade him and maximize value for it. Mm-hmm. And Molly, you jumped on ship with that pretty quick, I think. So I appreciate that. And I think I've been the most correct on this whole Giannis situation, but I think you've been the meanest?
The meanest?
The harshest, the realest?
How?
The most savage?
Why? What have I said that's so savage?
Well,
didn't you say yesterday you want this to be like a messy divorce between?
Well, yeah.
Giannis
now
and the
that it's
Bucks?
happening, because it's okay. Because
I'm
here's the
giving you
thing.
credit,
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. For what I said yesterday, if it's going to be messy, it's not like they're my parents, right? Like, if it's my parents, it's like, okay, I want this to be amicable. I want you guys to still like each other. I want us to still be able to, like, go to, like, soccer games, all the things, right? Like, you want it to be an amicable divorce when it's things that, like, you really care about.
Yeah, you want to have
With
dual
the Bucks,
Easters.
Yeah, exactly. More presents for me, right? But, like, with the Bucks, it's like they both blundered it so bad. They both are now trying to make the other be the bad person, I think. And it's just... It's a sports team. We talk about that being like a soap opera for us junkies. That, like, it's the dead of all sports right now. Like, March Madness is over. NFL is... So, like, why not make it be the sloppiest, messiest divorce? Then we can all just be entertained by it. That's where I stand on it. And it's exciting.
So, speaking of being entertained, because you've been the meanest or the harshest or however you want to spin it.
Well, people think I'm mean, so yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Savage.
I want to basically have... Ryan, Molly blind react to some of the juiciest quotes from the ESPN article that came out today about this, and this is from Shams, and inside the fractured relationship between Giannis and the Bucks. Now, Molly has a day job, I have a day job, but today I had a little bit of a window where I was at school with my daughter, so I got a chance to just dig into this manuscript from Shams, and it's basically the juiciest, most diabolical but accurate and in-depth hit piece on everything going on with the Milwaukee Bucks. And hit piece probably isn't the right word, but it basically rips the cover off, and nobody looks good. Nobody looks good, to the point where I want to ask the question at some point, who regrets this year the most? Giannis, Doc, the Bucks, or the Bucks fans. But before we get into that for a side limited poll question, I just want to give Molly the quotes that stood out to me from this article, and just have Molly just blind react. You good with that?
That works for me. What quotes you got?
All right, so I want to start with the vibes of practice were off. The pressure mounted to turn around the season. Players appeared to be going through the motions, and Bobby Portis noticed, according to sources with direct knowledge of the events, and Milwaukee's emotional leader erupted at teammates in the middle of practice. So I want you to blind react to this. This is why we suck. We carry ourselves like everything is fine, and we have no bleeping urgency, Portis said. We lost by 45. Everybody's body language is terrible. Nobody's listening to the coaches.
Wait, so did Bobby Portis say that, or Giannis?
Bobby Portis lightened up the team early in the year.
Interesting.
That was in December.
A lot of season left.
Oh, yeah. I am going sequential in this article.
Holy crap. That, interesting. So that's interesting because Bobby Portis appeared on various different shows or podcasts, I feel like, throughout this season. I can't remember his exact comments, but he went from, like, defending Giannis to basically saying, like, whatever happens with Giannis. The fact that he was lighting up the team, not great. But I'm curious what Giannis was saying, or is Giannis not a vocal leader?
We got. So there's more into this. So this then kind of goes back to on what was going to be happening with this team. They stretched the remaining $113 million on Dame Lillard's contract over 5 seasons to bring in Miles Turner for 4 years, $108 million. Largest contract ever to be waived and stretched. So no, I was not ready to eat crow for that. The Bucks have to pay $22.5 million annually in dead money through 2030. So they had a back and forth discussions with Giannis and his camp.
Wait, so question.
This is in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, this is in July, so this is after the Dame Lillard thing when they... They removed Dame Lillard from the team, got rid of him.
To get Miles Turner.
Said, hey, we're bringing in Miles Turner. He's going to be able to help you. Here's how we're doing it, blah, blah, blah.
So this is after they had a conversation with Giannis, and he said the only team he'd go play for was the Knicks. And the Bucks refused to move him.
Which he has said publicly. He said that he thinks it would be crazy to go play for a team that plays in Madison Square Garden. He has talked about this publicly, but yet people want to believe that he has no desire to go play anywhere else.
So Giannis agreed, according to this article, to give the new roster a chance to grow. That was his pledge.
Which I think we were all excited when Miles Turner was signed, right?
I love this. I just love
crazy.
this.
I think we were all just like
it was
shocked
shocking
in the moment. Yeah,
I remember sitting in one of our conference rooms And people came in and they're like, do you guys know what's happening with the Bucks right now? And we're like, no. They're like, Damian Lillard's getting traded. Miles Turner's coming up. I'm like, this is crazy.
I think we were all mostly excited by the idea that it seemed like, oh, wow, they might actually be able to keep Giannis if they make a move like this.
Also, it was exciting because you saw how good Indy was with Miles Turner.
Yeah. So we, I think, had longer excitement about all this than Giannis did because I just love this. Giannis's camp agreed to give the roster.
He has a camp?
Camp.
I know. I'm saying he has a camp. He says he doesn't have a camp.
What?
Well,
him and Thanasis both say that they don't have a camp.
I am paraphrasing.
Sorry,
so
continue.
sorry. That's not.
No,
actually,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
Gave the chance. Agreed to give the roster a chance to grow. His pledge didn't last long, however. Within 2 weeks, the Bucks had lost humiliating games in Washington and Brooklyn, and received an impassioned plea from one of its leaders, and once again were on the clock with the franchise icon. After dropping to 9-13 on December 1st, Giannis and his agent reopened conversation with Horst and reasserted the message they had delivered last May. The time had come to part ways.
Huh. I thought that Giannis didn't have anything to do with the trade talk. I thought it was just his agent. Right? I thought his agent just works on his own, has nothing to do with Giannis. So Giannis has no idea if his agent is talking to people. Isn't that what he told us?
That's actual fact.
So this is a quote from the article after a head-scratching loss on January 13th, where Giannis and Bucks fans exchanged boos with each other. Remember that?
Yep.
So here is the quote from a team source after that loss. It feels like a funeral.
Who said that? A team source?
Yes. It feels like a funeral.
There's a lot of team sources in this article, I will say.
But how do you react to it feels like a funeral after the Bucks fans booed Giannis and Giannis then booed Bucks fans? It feels like a funeral.
Go boo in a bar.
Interesting. Would you rather have it feel like a funeral or divorce? Both sides.
I just want your reaction to it. And then here's another one
Divorce
for you.
is more fun. If we're being honest.
Really?
Hey,
divorce is a bit more. At least people are still alive.
You have a divorce party often?
You don't have funeral parties.
No, you do have celebrations of life.
Celebrations of life are a thing.
I believe divorce parties are a thing. When someone gets divorced.
You been invited to one?
Maybe I'm throwing. No, I'm just saying that
Jim!
I haven't been invited to one, but you've seen it. I bartended. You have women that go out, men that go out, and it's a party. Again,
it's like a reverse bachelorette party.
Right, because if it gets to the point where actually
backwards
divorced,
bachelorette party. That's probably a nicer way of saying it.
Yeah, but it might not be a party for the kids or whatever. But you got two ways to look at a divorce. And I
Let's just assume that
enough.
there's no kids in the Bucks Giannis relationship.
We are the
champagne.
kids. We are the kids. But I bartended long enough. I've seen men and women have basically divorce parties.
Interesting.
Okay. Yes.
I've never seen
Can't
one
relate.
of those in public.
I've seen on reality TV that I watch, but
this
that's
feels
it.
like reality TV, to be honest.
It is.
Exactly. So here's another quote here. When your best player is 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you're not going to win.
True. Which he's been... He's been one calf in, one calf out. He's been one hyperextension in, one... Savage. Just kidding.
Giannis has wanted to handle this professionally and being very upfront with the team. This could have been a happy resolution, but instead, it might end up as a nasty breakup.
I can't speak for the team. Maybe he has been upfront with the team. Maybe he's told them, hey, I want to win championships. But again, I don't know how if you're saying that, how that's going to make them all bought in to wanting to win with you. But no, Giannis has not been... Ugh, gross.
Multiple
Continue.
league sources said Giannis and his agent took a step to further the idea of having a nice split. And in late January, 2 weeks before the deadline, they met with Jimmy Haslam and Wes Edens and talked to the Bucks about how they should do right by Giannis. The player and the agent recalled a handshake agreement that ownership and high-ranking officials had made to him collectively that they would trade him if the time should come. And that was when he signed extensions with the organization in 2020 and 2023.
So, but how to, maybe that's why he didn't get traded is because they were doing right by him, right? Maybe there wasn't the right package to come along at the trade deadline.
Not the right package for the Bucks. Giannis probably had locations he would have wanted to go to. We had heard that he said he would be open to Minnesota, Miami.
I guess, but how freaking selfish can he be? You can't expect this team to get rid of their superstar stud like you are and who you think you are and expect nothing in return. Like, they have to do right by themselves too, or does Giannis literally only care about himself? He doesn't give a crap about the city of Milwaukee or the Bucks franchise. Is that what this comes back to?
It would depend on whether or not you feel like the trade package was right for the Bucks. And we won't know that for sure because we don't know what the exact trade package would have been, but I don't know. I think if you're Giannis, do you have the responsibility to do right by the Bucks if you're Giannis?
I mean, no, but he also can't be mad if they're looking out for themselves. Like, it's perfectly fine for Giannis to only think about himself, and it's perfectly fine for the Bucks to think about themselves too. Like, it really is. This is a business.
Another quote for you, Molly. And if you're just tuning in, I am quoting from the Shams article on ESPN because I want to get into it today, and I don't want anyone to have to read the whole damn thing. And Molly's been busy. She hasn't had a chance to read this this manuscript from Shams. It is very in-depth. If you still think Shams is making stuff up, he should receive a damn Pulitzer for fiction because it is in-depth. It is detailed. It has plenty of time markers. It is quality sourced. It references at 1.6 sources. So,
I'm sure Giannis is still going to try to call Shams a liar.
That's actual factual.
I don't care what Giannis does anymore. If Bucks fans are still pretending this ain't real, then I got some magic beans to sell you. But here's another source. The crux of the issue is the feeling that Giannis doesn't want to be here on any given day.
Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to say to that?
No, I'm just.
He doesn't want to be here.
You can say whatever you want. I'm just giving you the quote.
And it's fine. If I'm Giannis and if I am on this team, I don't want to be on this team. Like, seriously, you look at what they're surrounded by. Who are the names on this team? Ryan Rollins.
Oh, we'll get to Ryan Rollins.
Kevin Porter.
We'll get to Ryan Rollins. And
Bobby Portis.
And,
this is a Miles Turner. This isn't a championship-winning team.
On the other side.
If Giannis truly believes that he wants to go win championships, like, I get it. You guys are trying to kick me off the air. Dang. But anyways.
You keep saying what you're saying,
Well, no,
Molly.
I forgot because you said going to break. You said podding down the music.
what? Sorry, I didn't just cut it and make you go acapella.
But no, 100%. Like, I told acapella. Is this pitch perfect? My God.
Go. I'll just give you some music. Go ahead.
Please don't beatbox.
I'll make music with my mouth here.
Please
Let's go.
don't. Stop. But no, 100%. If I'm Giannis, I don't want to be in Milwaukee either. If I'm surrounded by the teammates on this team, I don't want to be here either because you're not winning a championship. We've said it time and time again. You're not winning a championship. This Bucks franchise is going nowhere. Now that the Haslams are involved, who the hell knows what's going to happen with this franchise? Like, if I'm Giannis, I don't want to be here either. But just be upfront about it. That's what this all comes down to. Be upfront about it. Don't call other people a liar that are clearly doing their job properly and are getting the reports from all of these people.
So we'll have some more. I want to ask this side of the Unlimited Poll question because we're going to get to some nasty stuff about Doc in this as well. Giannis doesn't look good. The Bucks don't look good. And Bucks fans are miserable. So I just want to ask this side of the Unlimited Poll question. And we don't have to we're asking it because this latest manuscript from Shams really just expose from Shams just really just shows all the dysfunction and everyone sucks. The Bucks suck, Giannis sucks, Doc sucks, and it sucks for Bucks fans. The whole thing is just sucks. So, I want to ask this question. Who regrets this year the most? Giannis, Doc, Bucks organization, or Bucks fans? Because
we don't win a six.
Not nobody Bucks fans, no.
But it's more of like regret having to be a Bucks fan. We'll talk about that on the other side. Like, that's kind of where I was coming from it. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Just say you like it. There's nothing cool about the band. It is objectively
I
not
find it
cool.
I find
you
it.
like it.
Okay, I like it because it's cool.
It's not cool.
It can be cool to Matt. Like, things can be cool to other people if they're cool to you.
I like Star Wars. I
He's
know it's
so
nerdy as
judgmental.
hell.
No, Star Wars
so
is cool.
judgmental. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When
Neither
I
is Star
dressed up
Trek,
in my
none of
Star
it.
Wars outfit,
it
that
wasn't
was
that cool.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust celebrating 120 years in 2026. With transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you, they protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink. Beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Had two really amazing experiences at Metro Kia of Madison. And if you're looking for a new car, Metro Kia of Madison is your place to go. I absolutely love my brand new Kia K4. I'm getting about 40 miles per gallon when I don't speed. And I love my Kia Carnival both from Metro Kia of Madison.
40 miles per gallon. Wow.
I did. It was
okay.
Honestly amazing. And even if I do speed, you know what? I'm still getting like 35. It's great, especially when gas prices are so dang high right now. But from their sales team to their service team, every single thing about my experiences has been nothing short of fantastic. So if you are looking for a new or used Kia, you need to go to the team that I trust for my car buying process, and that is Metro Kia of Madison.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. And I want to get to our side of the minute poll question. I'll ask her right now, and I'm going to hear a quote here from David Dennis on ESPN Radio. The question we have for our side of the minute poll question is, who regrets this Bucks season the most? Giannis, the organization, Doc Rivers, or the fans? Molly, I'll get your answer on the other side. But let's hear David Dennis on ESPN Radio earlier today. David Dennis is an ESPN NBA reporter.
This has been terrible decision-making from last year when that season ended. It was clear that this should have been over. They should have ended things last offseason. And everybody holds a little bit of blame because neither one of them wanted to be the first to say goodbye. And they wanted to go and win in the court of public opinion. That's why Giannis is in this position. He didn't want to be the person to tell Milwaukee, I want out of here because of some phantom fear that he'd be looked at as somebody who betrayed the city when nobody would look at him like that. You won a championship there. Say you want to leave and go win somewhere else.
Thank you. Just say you want to leave. Just say you want to leave and stop backtracking. That's what everything has come back to with Giannis, is that he says something and then he backtracks. That is my biggest issue with it. Just say you want to win championships and people will accept it. We've talked about it before. Like, Milwaukee Bucks fans will be accepting if you say, I'm so happy for my time here. I'm happy we won a championship in the city of Milwaukee. I'm happy we won it for the city of Milwaukee, but I want to go win more. I am too good to not win more championships, and that is 100,000% acceptable. Like, I don't think any of us would disagree with that.
On the talking text line, Adam in Mount Horeb chimes in, I still need an explanation how someone misses 5 weeks for a calf strain. That's criminal. Fire the trainers. Yeah. Mitch Stoughton chimes in, love Bobby. And we'll continue to get back to the Shams expose, as Ryan appropriately called it, as we went to break here. I want to continue to get Molly's blind reaction, but you can chime in on the Carlos Talking text line 844-770-3776. List is more. Who regrets this season the most? The Bucks organization, Doc Rivers, Giannis, or Bucks fans? You can watch this on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, and make sure to like and subscribe on there. So continuing on this article here, the headline here is, where we're at is the morning after the Bucks had turned a double-digit
we still have
lead.
more?
Oh, yeah, into a blowout road loss.
There's like 7 more minutes article, Molly.
Doc Rivers had a team meeting, and this was just extra. This is where his regret comes in.
That's actual factual.
So, in one of the sessions, I took teams to the playoffs and to championships that weren't supposed to be there. I thought this was one of those teams. That's what he told players in a session after they lost an embarrassing game to the Bulls and then to the shorthanded Boston Celtics. Either you're with us or against us. If you're not playing hard, we're not going to play you anymore. He says, I know everything that goes on in this building. Then he showed clips of Kyle Kuzma screwing up, and then he sat Kuzma for his first DNP CD, which is coach's decision of Kuzma's career. So then he starts to go after Ryan Rollins and Kevin Porter Jr. about selfish play. And
but there's nothing with Giannis being selfish that Doc goes after him for?
Well, Giannis, you have to remember, barely played this year. So
well, yes, but Giannis's actions off the court impact the team, no?
True, absolutely. I mean, if Giannis is the leader of this team, absolutely there's a lot to be said about Giannis in this. But getting to it, where at some point, Kuzma then undercut Doc Rivers and told the young guys, just be you, don't listen to what Doc has to say.
That's actual factual.
Wouldn't you have just loved to be a fly on the wall? I would have loved it.
And then Giannis chimed in and told Vanessa Richardson from ESPN before the Bucks lost to Atlanta on March 4th.
Talked to a lot of different reporters.
Yep. Something feels off about this season. Maybe it goes back to the earlier stuff where people thought he was half in, half out.
Potentially.
And then he also, then they said this from a team source. This was the week of March 9th. The leadership piece is missing. Someone has to step up and do the right thing. And
Who's that going to be?
Was not Giannis. And so this is when Giannis finally ends up getting to the point where he reaches out to the NBA Players Association to the point where they released a statement implying that Milwaukee is tanking. So this is from April 3rd.
Wait, hold on. So is going to like the NBA PA, like, is that just essentially like going to go tattle to like your parents? Or
kind
like,
of.
I'd say more like.
What was his motive with this?
I'd say probably more tattling to like a teacher about something mean that another kid did to you in the playground.
Okay.
But mostly saying that he feels like the Bucks are holding him out after his injury, that he's ready and healthy to play.
Right.
But that the Bucks are holding him up for the reason of he says that they're tanking, that they're trying to get the max value and not actually allowing me to do the thing I do best, which is play basketball.
So, yes. Then it gets even a little bit of a stickier wicket because there was the whole back and forth where Giannis says, I'm ready to play. The Bucks said, you didn't do the things and pass the physical test that we wanted you to pass. So
scrimmage, all that stuff. Yep.
A little back and
Normal
forth
protocol.
on that. Now, it's worth pointing out in here that according to sources, Rivers told a group of veterans such as Kuzma and Turner that ownership did not want to sit them because of illegitimate injuries. So they were going to play.
Okay.
But somehow Giannis thinks he's being sat for illegitimate injuries. And then this was the part that I found very interesting. Multiple sources said the Bucks' decision to sit Giannis cost him a significant bonus in his Nike endorsement contract that would have been triggered if he played 41 games.
So that's why Giannis is mad, because he lost out on money. But I thought that money didn't matter to him.
Right? I mean, that's
what people are trying to say.
That was one of the more damning things about Giannis in this whole thing, is it really feels like he wanted to get out there for the cash.
Which I understand being... here's the thing. I fully understand, and I would fully be on his side if you are frustrated because you lost out on let's say it's $1 million bonus. You lost out on $1 million bonus from Nike because you weren't allowed to play in games. Now, I only empathize or whatever with you, and I only agree with you if the Milwaukee Bucks are intentionally doing negative things, not allowing him to play. But if it's him and he is saying, I'm not going to do the necessary things like scrimmage and whatever else it may be that the trainers require every single player to do, and he's trying to turn around the Bucks, that's when I have an issue with it. But if the Bucks are at fault, yeah, I'm pissed too if I'm Giannis. If I lose out on money because the Bucks are holding me back. But I don't think that's the case. And I guarantee that there's documentation. I can't guarantee, but I would assume that there's documentation from the Milwaukee Bucks training staff that says, we told Giannis he needs to play in this 3-on-3 scrimmage or whatever it is, and he said no. They have to have that documented
That'll
somewhere.
be in Expose Part 2, the European tour.
Can't wait.
So this is how the article ends, Molly. You can react to this final quote. This is as toxic of a team situation as any in the league. They waited until the very end on Giannis, and now everyone knows.
Yeah, it's toxic on both sides. Both sides were toxic.
Don't you think everyone knew like 7 months ago?
No, I don't, because people like.
I mean, like around the league more so, like the other teams.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why Wendy and Shams and all these people were reporting all of this.
But then you have Giannis, who is calling them all liars.
And then you had dumb Bucks fans who believed Giannis, who were like, no, Giannis is loyal. He's built different. He'd rather just sit here in Milwaukee and just get housed night in and night out just to be loyal. But also he's a winner and wants to win. But I'm going to pick the narrative that I like the most, which currently is he'll be here no matter what. But then if we win again, then he's a winner and all he cares about is winning. Because Giannis can't be both things, right? He can't be a guy that cares about winning and a guy that's going to be loyal to the Milwaukee Bucks. You can talk all you want about Giannis handled this horribly. Giannis should not have been involved in the ability to add these players or coaches' decisions. The Bucks handled that horribly. And Doc Rivers shouldn't have taken this job. He should not have taken it because it is a terrible job and it was a dumb risk. Doc Rivers could have just been sitting, doing podcasts with Bill Simmons and calling games on ESPN. And that's what he's going to go back to do. But this has to be one of the longest, most miserable stretch in Doc Rivers' career. And he coached under Donald Sterling with the Clippers. There was a damn movie made about how awful that was. There's going to be a movie made about how awful this is.
That's going to be a boring movie,
honestly. That would be a boring movie.
Yeah, it's not going to be that entertaining.
It's going to be, this is one of the biggest screw-ups of all time, waste of asset in NBA history, and it's been done by the Milwaukee Bucks. You could be a winner. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
With me is Sarah Pavlik, business manager at LSM Chiropractic. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems.
In a world where everybody's just a number and everybody's so busy being busy, they make you feel important, and I'm sure they have a lot of things going on.
One thing James Imaging Systems has going on is providing their clients with business technology expertise to get better work done and more value out of every dollar.
Absolutely. I cannot put a price or just a word on the value we've saved in every which direction. My time, again, the company has saved money as well.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unmatched business technology expertise. Right, Sarah?
Correct. Yes. It's nice to reflect back and say we have a partner, not just a vendor.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
extra pick-me-up, you need a ZOA Energy, and that is why I drink ZOA Energy. Today I had the grape flavor. So delicious. And it gives you that clean focus boost without jitters. And it also has just natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Like I said, it comes in a variety of bold flavors, so it can fit whatever your flavor is for that day. You can head over to ZOAenergy.com to find where you can pick some up for yourself.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're talking about the Giannis... What do you call this with the
saga?
Soap opera. I mean, at this point, it is just honestly embarrassing, and it is just straight up a reality show with the Milwaukee Bucks. We are asking you our siding eliminate poll question: who regrets this Bucks season the most? Giannis, the organization, Doc Rivers, or the fans? You can chime in on that 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talking text line. Less is more. Prime, who do you think regrets this season the most? Because there's a case for everyone.
Giannis, that he actually agreed to what the Bucks did after they signed Miles Turner, waived and stretched Dame Lillard. He's got to be sitting there thinking, why did I buy back into this team thinking that they could ever be competitive? Now, could they have in a perfect world where they were perfectly healthy all year and they never ran into any bumps in the road, none of the roadblocks that they've encountered? Yeah, sure, they might have been like the 6th seed and probably been a first round out in the playoffs, unfortunately. And maybe if, Jason Tatum didn't come back healthy and the Boston Celtics weren't still great, they could have maybe actually competed to win 1 or 2 playoff series.
But interesting. Sorry, continue.
I was going to say, the way that this has gone, Giannis has to just be thinking to himself, why didn't I just actually come out and request that trade when I should have?
I think Giannis thinks he did nothing wrong. So I don't think that Giannis is the one that's going to be regretting it the most, because he, in my mind, and just by the way that he's acting, I think he truly believes that he has done nothing wrong in this entire thing and that the media and the Bucks are to blame. Now, if I'm answering your question of who regrets it the most, the Milwaukee Bucks. Because they have to be looking at this and saying, damn, why didn't we clean our hands of this, get rid of it, clean house when we had the chance? You could have done that a long time ago, and now look at you. It almost makes me think of Brian Gutekunst. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to take too much time, but it almost just makes me think we always question, did he move on too soon or did he move on at the right time? He moved on early. It felt like it was Rodgers still had some left in the tank, clearly. But I'd rather have it early than too late, because this, like I said, feeling like a messy divorce, feeling gross. I'm not saying that the Packers, their breakup with Aaron Rodgers was clean by any means. That was messy too. But sure feels a lot cleaner than this does at this point.
I'll make a quick case for Doc, because he is a Hall of Famer, and he's had to deal with crap before with teams. And I'm sorry, you cannot argue that he's a Hall of Famer. He's won an ungodly amount of basketball games. He won an NBA Finals. It's not easy to do. Bucks fans can see that. We've got one in forever.
Should look up his resume.
You can look up his resume, which was quoted in there. He was also a hell of a basketball player, too. So
in the city of Milwaukee too, in college.
Yes, and
Milwaukee icon.
Yep, and he had a cushy gig doing ESPN NBA analyst, and then also doing podcasts with Bill Simmons. And he'll go back to doing that, but he could have just been.
What do you think it was that brought him out? Was it just the money?
What if there was a promise of Giannis? Giannis is going to be here. You're going to win a title with Giannis.
And true, he did initially come back to coach Giannis and Dame. You should remember that.
I think
that seemed like the right setup, the right mix at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a case for all these screw-ups have been about ego. The Bucks thought they could build a roster that Giannis would be happy with. Giannis thought that he could just take any team to go win with. Doc thought he could come here and go win a title. So you could pick any of those as ego is the reason why. We have Lane Grindle coming up next. We're going to probably be talking to him regularly throughout the rest of the year, but we got Brewers baseball coming up at 5:45. Pregame starts at 5:10. First pitch at 5:45. Brewers take on the Red Sox, and we're talking to Lane Grindle about that game next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a WBA award finalist for Wisconsin's best radio show.
It's good for your TikTok, though. The ladies love Jim Rutledge on TikTok.
Yeah, what are your What are your numbers on TikTok, Jim?
It's
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 to 65.
80%, 50 to 65, yeah.
I'm huge in retirement homes.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. A big shakeup for Wisconsin men's basketball. Star guard John Blackwell intending to enter the transfer portal for ESPN's Jeff Borzello. Blackwell averaged just over 19 points per contest, also earning all Big Ten honorees and an all-conference tournament nod. Blackwell plans on going through the NBA draft process, he tells ESPN. More reaction coming your way as the week carries on, including on the Jump Around, a Badger-dedicated show streaming Thursdays at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2030 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2030. Visit PellaWI.com.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Looking for an easy lunch or dinner win? Pizza Hut's My Hut Box lets you pick a personalized pan pizza, a melt, and now you can choose wings as your entree. Boneless or traditional wings tossed in your favorite sauce or rub. One box, tons of options, all day, every day.
My Hut Box is the best personalized meal combo starting at just $6.99.
Head to one of their locations, order on the app, or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Myers out of the stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that?
The sound of summer.
I mean, if he laid on first base, he wouldn't have touched more of it.
The voice of the Milwaukee Brewers.
And why is this taking so long? We had a courier pigeon that brought the news back to us tonight.
It's Lane Grindle on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Ryan brings it again with a fantastic open, Molly. This time for Lane Grindle. Lane, we are excited to be talking with you this baseball season. And look, the Brewers are delivering right out of the gate. And I want to talk about them, but I want to ask you this question. I've been trying to push my co-host here, Molly Brown, to watch the show Brockmire. And I'm just taking a guess that you've seen the TV show Brockmire. Can you try to sell her on watching Brockmire, which is about a disgraced broadcaster who apparently hates Joe Buck, and it's hilarious?
So I know Brockmire, and I've watched one episode. I'm sad to say.
Oh
no. I need to change it. There's no reason why I haven't watched it. Honestly, I started to watch it this off season with my wife, and she was kind of like not into it. And so I was like, okay, find something different. But I need to watch all of it. I remember when it first came out. There were so many people that were like, man, they've got to get Uke on there as like a cameo at some point, because it felt like such a natural fit. And Joe Buck made a cameo, I think.
Yep.
I think he's in the first or second episode.
He's got a whole
on there
story
early
arc,
on in the series.
You'll appreciate it. He's got a whole story arc in it.
Lane, I'm just glad to
so
hear.
I need to convince myself, but I need to watch it.
Lane, I'm just glad to hear that you have a voice. How many innings straight did you call the other day for the Brewers doubleheader?
So the doubleheader, I did all 18 innings by myself, and then did all 9 Sunday by myself, and then last night in Fenway, I did all 9 by myself. And it honestly, it probably sounds worse than it is. I mean, let's just break it down for a second. It is Major League Baseball, and for me, I grew up a Royals fan, so it was me doing 27 innings by myself at Kauffman Stadium, a place I went to a million games as a kid growing up, and then getting to do 9 solo at Fenway. If you told 10-year-old Lane he was going to get to do that, he's like, sign me up. And so you have to keep it in that perspective. It was actually kind of a fun challenge, to be honest with you. And a million broadcasters have done 9 by themselves throughout the minor leagues and everywhere else. So a little different to do that in the big leagues like I did it, but it was fun. And it was just, I was glad to be able to help out any little way I could, just like Josh was glad to be able to pinch hit over on the TV side, because we miss Lev. Lev's, our guy. He's our great friend, and he was not feeling well, and it was a rough go for him for almost 72 hours. But I think we're going to have Lev back tonight, and we're going to be back to full strength. So that's the good news.
Any tricks you have to do? I remember when I was in broadcast school, they tell you all the stuff about different things to drink or to avoid. I was curious. I mean, obviously, I know it's broadcasting, it's a dream job, but there is something to, especially with the cold weather and the travel, to try to keep everything in place. Are there any tricks of the trade that you have going on there?
The biggest thing for me is that I drink a ton of water usually during games, because I get innings where I have breaks that if I need to use the restroom, I can.
Yeah.
And so the water is crucial for me to keep my voice kind of where I want it to be. And I really just dialed way back on the water, even though I knew I had 18 innings to call on Saturday. So that was like to balance that, to be able to. I really didn't drink water until about the second half of the second game on Saturday, which is not normally how I would do that. But the situation at Kauffman, the bathroom's a decent ways away from your broadcast position, so you can't go during in between inning breaks or anything like that. So a little better here at Fenway. It's right behind us. So last night I just kind of did it more in a normal way, but it worked out. I mean, it's just, you just convince yourself that this is no big deal, and it's no big deal.
Lane, right before we jumped on, you were saying that it was snowing in Boston, which makes me feel a little bit better about the weather that we're having here in Wisconsin, as I'm like complaining about it being, 40 degrees here. But how are you getting through with the cold weather games?
Well, I get through fine because the booth's pretty comfortable here at Fenway. It's actually a really good broadcast booth, and I'm a stickler about we got to put the windows up. Maurer would leave them down if I let him, but I won't negotiate. I'm like, nope, we're going to put the windows up. I need to be able to feel like I'm a part of the game. And I feel like that window between me and the field is just, it's a mental thing for me, but it's a block and I can't get past it. So I want the window up. I want to feel like I'm out and I'm part of things. But there were snowflakes this morning when I was walking around Boston down on Newbury Street, and I was like, I kind of had to convince myself that that's what I was actually seeing in April, but that's what it was. And it's going to be cold. I've seen some reports that say tonight the wind chill could be down even in the teens for this one. A lot of teams on the East Coast moved their games to this afternoon. I know they did that in Cleveland for the Guardians and Royals game, but we're going to play it tonight and we'll make do, man. It's this is what you get. There's always interesting weather over a course of 162 games.
Do you got a good Boston accent?
I don't. I wish I was good at impersonation. I'm so boring in this way. I would here's what would happen. I would try to do a good Boston accent, And then I would end up doing I would sound Italian or something completely not Boston. Like I get everything, all my wires crossed. I will tell you, when I was a kid, I was just saying earlier that I grew up a Royals fan. And so I would go to Kansas City games a couple times a year. And I remember as a senior in high school sitting at a Royals game down the first baseline, and they were playing the Red Sox. Pedro Martinez was on the mound. Nomar was their shortstop at the time. And I'm sitting next to a guy and his son from Boston. And I just had not – I was a farm kid from Iowa that didn't travel much. So, I hadn't really experienced the Boston accent. I didn't even have cable. We got – DirecTV when I was a freshman in high school, and I finally was like, this is what ESPN is. So I just hadn't been exposed to a Boston accent before. And this guy next to me is like, yeah, we came in from Boston because he's like, it costs so much to park. We can come to Kansas City and watch the Royals and Red Sox play here. It's cheaper than going to a game in Boston, And he's like, no, Ma, he's got too much torque on his swing. And I was just like, what is going on? And I was like, this is a different language for me. And I was fascinated by it. It was really cool. So I love coming here. This ballpark is special. These fans, they get after it. I mean, they are so passionate. This is one of my favorite trips every single year when we come to Boston.
Len Grindle joins us on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. We got to talk about Wilson Contreras and his feud with the Brewers, which goes back to his Cubs days. And look, I grew up and I'm still a Cubs fan. I'm not a Brewers hater because I was a Brewers fan and a Cubs fan. Then the Brewers switched to the National League. And look, when the Brewers beat the Cubs, I was rooting for them to go to the World Series. Unfortunately, the Dodgers had other plans. But so Contreras is a guy that, at least for a while when he's on your team, you'd be like, I like this guy in Wilson. Obviously, we all like William Contreras. But when he's not on your team, he's something else. I'll put it like that. But what are your thoughts? You've obviously seen him play a lot.
Well, I think part of the thing with him is this is kind of what fuels him. I mean, I think he likes to play with that chip, right? And so I think he's sometimes searching for it. I didn't think the pitch last night was even that far in. No. And I think you could really debate whether it actually hit him or not. I mean, that's how close it was. If it did, it was a graze. So I think he was just waiting to have this situation where he felt slighted and he could try to light a fire in his own clubhouse because they're off to a 2-7 start at the time, now 2-8. I will say he tends to play better when he's like this. I mean, he had a very good game at the plate last night, but I thought Yelly summed it up pretty well that we've seen this skit for 10 years. And some of the hit by pitches are legitimate, right? There's a few that they get him under the ribs and you get it and you understand, but there's also, of those 24, a pretty good number of them where the elbow's going out and the pitch is, there's a couple where the pitch is a borderline strike and he's sticking his elbow out and getting hit by it. So I think everything is kind of situational and pitch by pitch and you have to look at it that way. But I think some of it is just, this is what makes him tick and this is how he plays. William even said it last night in the clubhouse. He said, I tried to calm it down, but this is how he is. This is how he plays, essentially. And so I think that. It's become pretty consistent when the Brewers play any team that he's on. Something happens. There's a little bit of drama. And tonight I don't envy the umpires because I don't think anybody's going to try to do anything tonight because everybody understands that the antennas are up, right? And nobody wants to lose a pitcher for a suspension or anything like that this early in the season. Nobody wants that. But you pitch him inside because that's the scouting report. And if something gets away from you a little bit, then the umpires are going to have a lot of responsibility on their hands tonight. So I don't envy them at all.
Speaking of umpires, we heard your incredible call from last week on CB Buckner's horrible call. What was going through your mind during that moment? I mean, long moment, I should say.
I think you hear all of it in that. It was just literally like me having no filter and just my thoughts being just puked out as I was watching it. I couldn't believe that we were going to have to review that. And I think I said, this is just a waste of all of our time because it's such an obvious overturn. And then when it went to New York and it took them as long as it did, I mean, I still would love to talk to somebody to know why that took so long because I think maybe the guys in New York were like, well, surely he thought he saw something else. So let's look at everything that happens in this play and see if we can explain this somehow, because he clearly is on top of the bag. So it was wild. I mean, look, guys miss calls. It happens. CB has a kind of a tough track record from an umpiring standpoint, behind the plate and on the bases. And then, unfortunately, the next day he gets clipped with that foul ball. And I believe he's fine. From people that I've talked to, everything's going to be okay with CB moving forward. So you hope, obviously, for that. You hope for his health and for everything to be okay. But that's wild. I mean, you don't see misses like that. And I'm still curious as to why that was the call when you clearly didn't know what to make of the call. Like, just call him safe and then put it on the Rays to challenge it in that situation. But, I mean, that's why you have replay. Luckily, it really didn't impact the game. They got everything right, and it worked out in that way. But if that happened in 1986, that's a little different problem.
But did the Brewers had to, correct me if I'm wrong, but they had to use a challenge for that, right?
Yeah, but you retain it in that scenario, right. and it's so late. It's so late in the game too that once you get to the 8th inning, you can basically ask for a crew chief review, and they're rarely going to turn that down. So it's a little different than the ABS. You challenge and you keep. Obviously, your challenges moving forward too, but that's a little different because the manager has so little control over it. I think this ABS thing's probably driving managers crazy because guys are, some teams are running out of challenges in the 3rd inning, and then you're just like, what? And guys get emotional. I mean, we've already seen a lot of emotional challenges from hitters that were just bad challenges because they got emotional in the moment and it got the best of them. So that's going to be like, the ABS thing is going to be, I think, a really interesting story as the season goes along, because I think teams are going to get better at it and realize those challenges are for the team and not for you individually, and you got to be smart about how you use them. But I'm glad we have all this stuff. I think it's the right thing. I really do. And I definitely think the game's in a better place as a result of it, for sure.
Have you had a chance to meet Bobby Jr., the new pet tortoise for the team?
I did. Yeah. He's not with them in Boston. I think they found a home for him in Kansas City. But
okay.
I was shocked. On Sunday, I came into the clubhouse and I looked at his little terrarium. I think that's what you call it. The terrarium that he was housed in, and he wasn't in it. And I was like, well, where's the tortoise? Yeah. And so I walked, a little further into the clubhouse, and he was just walking around on the carpet like one of the guys, like he was just getting ready for the game too. The 27th man on the roster. It was great.
That's a lot of fun. I have just one more. So I threw the Brockmeyer thing at you. So I'll just say, what's the best portrayal of a broadcaster you've seen in fictional media, whether it's a TV show or,
oh man.
And you can't, obviously you can Major League.
Yeah. There's the obvious answer,
yeah,
right?
That's the obvious one. So if there's something else that kind of popped out to you.
Oh, man. Yeah, Uke is the one that we all want to be. Like, Harry Doyle is what we all feel like being at times when we're in the booth. We're like, man, if we could just, be honest
right.
and be Harry Doyle right now, it would be so much fun. Everybody always jokes like, my last broadcast, and then nobody ever actually does that. Man, that is a good question. I don't know if I have a great answer to it. I usually cringe more than I appreciate how they're portrayed. In these, sometimes they act like the play-by-play guy is also the PA guy in some of these movies, and you can hear it throughout the stadium as they're doing play-by-play, and I'm like, I can't watch this movie. It's unrealistic. So I would say there's few that I actually think that they get it right.
The Sandlot I kind of go back and forth on with the Jet Steals Home. He talks over the call too much, but that at least shows the emotion and the high-fiving in the clubhouse and because honestly, it's hard to top a Euchre or a Harry Carey or a Jack Buck. And some of these, there were such characters that somehow felt fictional, even though they were real. It's hard to kind of top what they actually brought to the table.
Yeah, I like when they portray the hometown broadcaster as a real hometown broadcaster that's a homer for the team, because that's what we are. Let's just be honest. That's how it works. And like you think about Angels in the outfield, and he's like ripping the team the whole time, but he's the Angels broadcaster. That doesn't work that way. That's just not how it works. So there's some of that stuff that kind of grinds my gears, probably way more so than it would for, just a common person watching the movie.
Well, that's embarrassing because my mind automatically goes to like Dodgeball and Waterboy. Like I think of like the goofy commentators. I don't even think of like
I'm with you. Those are great because those are tongue in cheek and kind of farcical. Those are awesome. I love that.
Best in show. The Best in Show guys are great when they do the broadcasting
Best
for the
in
dog
show.
show.
So good. Think about all the things Jason Bateman's done in his career, and there's one line from Dodgeball that gets repeated probably more than any line he's ever had in any movie. I won't say it, but we all know it.
Yep. Well, Lane, we look forward to hearing the call, and we appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely, guys. So grateful to be with you, and let's stay warm and see if the Brewers can pull out another one tonight.
Yeah, I feel like they will. We appreciate it. Lane Grindle joins us on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. The Brewers take on the Red Sox coming up next year. First pitch at 5:45. Pregame starts at 5:10. That means Molly and I are going over to YouTube, so you can stream the show on YouTube and on the ESPN Wisconsin app. So if you're enjoying the show, just keep on listening on the ESPN Wisconsin app or watching us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We'll continue on different channels next.
Takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Wisconsin, in the age of NIL, is far closer to being a mid-major on the football and basketball side of things as far as what you're winning as they are to being a blue blood.
I don't even know who Jim Rutledge is. Is Wisconsin basketball blue blood? No, not right now. But are they a Cinderella major, mid-major type school? Absolutely not. And Wisconsin was competitive with obviously the best programs in the country this year. So if you want to say it's like a Cinderella type situation, if they win a couple games in the tournament, I just think that's a ridiculous thing to say.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're represented by Coors Light. At the Mountains of Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
Oh, 1 second here, guys. Yeah, there we go. There you go.
You busy or what?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's a little different stuff going on back here. It's the first time in a while. Just like putting the
We did
training
this
wheels back
yesterday.
on. Well, actually we didn't, because now there's breaks this time around. And it changes up things on my end a little bit, where I gotta go back and forth between a couple things.
I
So,
see.
Do you want to swear about it?
We are on the ESPN Wisconsin app. I don't think we're allowed to swear on the ESPN Wisconsin
I dare
app.
you to.
That's fine.
He's not Matt Hamilton.
I was going to say, if it was Matt, boom.
Yeah,
Swear.
honestly,
Right
we're
there.
on the YouTube stream. I have to talk Matt out of like him turning into a sailor. Like he doesn't swear that much in real life, and all of a sudden, like you get to somewhere you're not supposed to swear, but then you can
Well,
swear.
that's when it's more fun.
He loses his mind.
Matt would lick the bottom of the table if you guys told him. If you guys like dared him to.
That's actually so fair. He was a kid that definitely got his tongue stuck to the pole when it was winter out.
He
100%.
He quite literally did that. Like, was it 2 weeks ago where he chugged like a vial of hot sauce?
Yep.
I mean, that's Matt Hamilton. He's still 15.
15, I think more 7.
Oh.
That's. I feel like you outgrow. By 15, I feel like you usually outgrow the I double dog dare you, and then you still do it.
I
Like
feel
that
like
gets
that's
you to
when
do
you
something.
would. That's when like you would egg on like your buddies the most, like at the cafeteria table.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you and your buddies doing at 15, Jim?
I don't know, honestly. That's so long ago. It really is. So I'm trying to
30
think.
years? How old are you?
Yeah, 30 years.
Take that for data.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Lot
of years.
She goes, that's a lot.
A lot of years. That was a lot of years for me. That was almost half my life ago. 15? I'm 29.
I'm 26.
Almost half your life, too.
Yeah.
You're almost out of your own age group range.
What?
You're like almost out of your own like age range. Like how you won't go past like 30 or something.
Oh, you mean for dating? Well, once I turn 30, then it's a moving curve. You're gonna always be below 30.
You're gonna
for the
be
rest
like
of my life.
Leonardo DiCaprio, my friend.
I'll be lonely for a long time, Molly, if that's the case.
What, you think people when they're like over 30 are more desperate?
Yeah, quite definitely, actually.
That's what I thought you were saying. Just wanted to clarify.
So I'm sorry, your line is 30.
Well,
His
remember we
line
talked
of
about
demarcation.
the line
Yeah.
of demarcation for
Is
age
it
of
30?
somebody I would want to date above is 30. Yeah.
Now, when you're over 30, where is that going to switch to?
I would say 40. I'd say anyone who's in their 30s is accurate. That's fair within the range.
And I'm sorry, how old are you again?
26.
Okay, so you got some time to get to 30.
Is it appropriate for me to ask how low you would go right now? Like, is it only like 24?
Yeah, that's actually exactly
Like, seriously,
what it
because
is.
anybody
It's exactly
underneath
what it
that,
is.
like, you're a child.
Exactly, yes.
Now-
like the idea of like you maybe just graduated college / or maybe still in college. No. Different lifestyles. Very different lifestyles.
So, I feel like this is more of like a
Yes, Molly. Very different lifestyles.
a dating app thing, though, because like if you met someone out, and let's say you met a 20, let's do a 20. Let's say you met a 23-year-old who's been out of college for 2 years. Like they just actually they went to college in 4 years and they're out and they're successful. Like they do exist in the world, and you probably could exist and enjoy their time and get along with them.
I would agree, yes.
Yes,
But
and
I don't think most 23-year-olds are in that phase.
But on the flip side, you could meet someone out, like in the real world, who's, let's say, 32, but never been married, doesn't have kids, and so you have enough in common that, like, and maybe you work similar, maybe it's another producer, another radio, you know what I mean? Like, but like you have enough in common.
Works the
that
same
they-
shift.
Right, but like
11 to 7:30.
Yeah, but that could like overlap because I think the age, older wise and younger,
delivery drivers out there, you never know.
Yeah. I think the age, older and younger, is more about not having anything in common.
Yes, exactly.
So-
and just different lifestyles.
Right, that's what I
you're-
mean. Yeah, that's part of the common.
It's
part,
not
yeah.
even like not having stuff in common. Like I might have a lot in common with someone who's like 23, but like that person might still be like going to festivals like every
Right.
other weekend,
Right.
or like traveling, like wanting to travel the world. Where it's like
You don't
I'm
want to do that
gonna-
anymore? Right, you're 26.
look, I want to.
It's okay for
Look,
me and Jim
hold
to
on.
say we can't travel the world.
Hold
We
on.
have children.
I
like,
want to, but I also have a full-time job. Like I'm no
you
longer.
have PTO. Don't act like you're like trapped here.
You can't travel the world with PTO. I mean,
You
I
can
don't
travel the states
I'm not
at
like
least.
Jesse Nelson who has unlimited PTO. Like I
Well,
have.
talk to Big Papa about that. That's not our problem.
Okay, well,
we're trying
Big-
to solve your dating life right now.
Right.
Okay, well, Big Papa.
I was very much involved with Big Papa.
Let's talk
So-
about it. I'm traveling to Europe.
So that was
Big Papa goes to Europe all the time.
What?
I don't know. He travels.
Goes to Europe.
He's a world traveler.
He's going. Okay, I'm not going to dox his
No,
travel
don't dox
schedule.
him.
I'm
but
not going to say where
he's got
going.
a lot of different travel plans. He has like unlimited PTO, I guess. Jim has unlimited PTO.
Jim,
He just doesn't use it.
What's PTO?
Jim just goes, I'm leaving. he tells everyone he grabs his stuff and he
He's
goes.
not Matt.
Yeah, true.
I'll see you when I see you guys.
Unfortunately, Matt still has to work.
But to Ryan's point, I just sent an email. I don't know how to submit PTO.
God, could you get any older?
Jim might be more in the phase of life of the 23-year-olds. That's what it is. He doesn't know all the true work habits, the true work
Jim can be the 23-year-old's daddy. Dad. Dad.
Okay.
Daddy on YouTube. Dad.
Okay. What did you guys want to talk about during our YouTube only portion of the show
Molly's
today?
humiliated right now. That's what we want to talk about. No, but
I do have some text if we want to read it. But
Sure,
go.
we have text?
No, what were you going to say?
On this?
No, not on this. No.
No, I was going
Just
to go back
about
to
actual Buck stuff, the
I wanna-
regret power rankings. Oh, wow.
I want to go back to
Long text message. I'm happy to read it.
Ryan's thing, though, because I was going to say that I feel like the age thing is more of I would imagine there's filters on an app.
For sure.
So,
there definitely is, I'm sure.
On Hinge or Tinder, you can set the age limits.
So that's why it's
Could
funny.
you put, could I'm not going on a dating app. My husband's watching this. I'm not going on a dating app. I'm just asking. If I wanted to have 50 to 60, I could put that in.
But
then they would have to put in somebody that's 20 to 30, right? You would think? That's how we would have to match.
You would probably have two options. You'd swipe right on one, swipe left on the other.
I don't think a
they'd
50
be
or
like, there's
60-year-old
no one
could
else
be
within your
I
range.
won't date a 20-year-old.
True. They're just going to put 18 plus.
It's a good point,
honestly.
actually. Yeah, it's very
Men.
fair.
Yeah.
You can chime in on the Carbus Talking text line, 844-770-3776, and also on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, because we are on YouTube, if you're watching us right now. First text to get into, this has nothing to do with this. Ryan is investigating on Tinder right now. It is Noah and Madison. He agreed with me when we were talking with Lane Grindle earlier. He said dodgeball crew for the broadcast.
Okay.
See, that's what first came to my mind. The ones that you started saying, I was like, okay, yeah, those are real ones, I guess. And then Eric in Green Bay, he's got a paragraph. I'm happy to read it, though. He says, Bucks regret power rankings. Number 1 is the Bucks. They missed out on peak value in a Giannis trade. They are stuck paying Miles Turner, and they're paying Dame to play for another team. Number 2, Doc. His championship with Boston is looking more like a product of his original Big Three. His stints with LA Clippers, Philly, and Milwaukee were all complete letdowns with stacked teams. And number 3 is Giannis, who is starting to become the bad guy who doesn't want to be the bad guy. He could have gotten out of Milwaukee a year earlier and framed it solely on pursuing a championship while wanting to leave the Bucks in the best possible position. And it turns out that he doesn't care about what position the Milwaukee Bucks are in, no?
But, truly, should he care about whether or not the Bucks are successful after him?
No, I don't. But he wants to pretend to be a good guy and pretend like he is the good guy in this situation, but truly, they're both selfish. The Milwaukee Bucks are selfish, and so is Giannis. It is a business. I know that as fans, we forget that this is a business, but it is a business that the Milwaukee Bucks are running and that Giannis is running for himself.
Do you think that this whole saga with Giannis is going to affect how you remember him? His
yes,
entire career?
It already is.
Will it actually sour it for you?
He brought a championship to Milwaukee. That championship postseason run was so fun. I don't think I've had that much fun watching my sports team, and I couldn't even tell you how long. It was exciting. It was awesome. It was holy crap moments. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe they just won. There is nothing like that feeling. You will never, I'm afraid to say that we will never experience that again for a long time. So I don't think it's going to taint it that bad. I think that in a few years, just like how we are with Aaron Rodgers, right? I'm excited for when Aaron Rodgers comes back to Lambeau Field. We will welcome him with open arms. We will clap. We will cheer. We will be excited for him to return because he brought you a championship. He was a great quarterback for the city of Green Bay. To me, it's the same thing. But it's just right now and probably for the foreseeable future, you're going to be annoyed with the guy.
You're saying as long as he's still playing, you think?
I don't know, because I kind of thought that about Rodgers, and then it's we saw Rodgers get beat up on by the Packers last year and Rashawn Gary, that it was just this is fun. But I like it.
If Rodgers was succeeding in Pittsburgh,
that's a different feeling,
different?
For sure.
Do you think? Because Giannis, if he goes to his next place, he might have 2 really good years.
So that's what I want. More.
Yeah, that's true.
You could even go more than that. So I was checking. So how old? Aaron Rodgers was 39 years old when he left the Packers. Giannis is 31.
God, how old is he now? 42?
Yeah.
Holy Toledo.
And I'm trying to see how old Brett Favre was when he left the Packers. 38.
Yeah, he was 38 in actual body.
Giannis?
He was 45 and
31?
31.
Giannis 31.
Yes. And he just turned 31. And so, to Ryan's point, he has
the potential. Like, there's a world where, let's say he goes to, just painting the worst case scenario. Let's say he goes to, which is worse, Miami or New York? As a Bucks fan.
I hate Miami more, but it'd be more fun to watch him in New York.
No, I think he'd be more successful in New York.
I'm trying to paint
like the team would be better.
Worst case scenario for Bucks fans.
You talking from like perspective of the opposite team or his next team winning the most, or just like the worst taste?
Let's assume he wins either place.
He wins either place. Okay, all right. All things equal in that case, then Miami, just because they're the bigger rival over Giannis's era in Green Bay, Milwaukee.
So let's say Giannis goes to Miami, and he's healthier / wants to play more. They get Eric Spoelstra's an amazing coach.
Top 10 coach all time, probably.
Pat Riley and that whole crew over there, great executive.
Yep.
Hit Giannis.
Polar opposites of what the Bucks franchise is.
Yeah, and what Giannis, yes. I could see a world where Giannis just buys into Heat culture as well. And, like, he could be someone that really wants the structure.
He has a lot of those characteristics.
But, again, sometimes when you let – a lot of the great athletes, they want to be coached. Like, you could use Michael Jordan as an example. Phil Jackson, he loved and had the success with him because Phil found a way to get him to listen. And that was more about sharing the basketball and playing as a team player instead of just being a scoring guy. Giannis could say, I'm in Miami, and I want to listen to Spoelstra and what Riley's building here. So let's say he goes there and wins 2 rings. And he plays there. He's 31. Let's say he plays there for 7 seasons. Or let's say
7 seasons?
That's a long time.
Right. Yeah. But let's say he kind of finishes his career there. Him playing to 40 or 38, 39, 40. It's not crazy anymore.
It's not crazy. I would think his peak years are probably still 2-3 years left.
But let's just say he plays 7 years there, 2 titles, and then he spends his time in Miami and Greece. So, like, what is his legacy then here? Because Aaron Rodgers, he didn't win anything, and he waxed poetic about Green Bay. Brett Favre, his legacy, we all agree, would be different if he had gone to or won a Super Bowl with Minnesota. His legacy here would be different. So, I guess Favre was more successful than Aaron leaving because Favre had
low bar.
Yeah, he got to the NFC Championship.
He got to the NFC Championship game.
True. For sure. But it's like what Aaron's done and with the Jets and Steelers has been pretty terrible.
Got him to the playoffs.
Just looking at it, and Favre's always been very complimentary. And I don't see a world where Giannis would crap on Milwaukee or do any of that, but he could just end up being a Miami guy and then going to Greece, and Miami is an international city, and he could just spend his post-retirement days there. And if he wins more there at the peak than he won in Milwaukee, like, what is Milwaukee's relationship with him? Is it like Kareem?
It could be like Shaq. I mean, Shaq in L.A., he won multiple titles in L.A., so that's a little different. But then he literally went to Miami, and he was probably closer towards the back end of his career when he won that final championship with D-Wade in Miami, but he was a second fiddle at the time. I don't think Giannis would be a second fiddle if he won a title in Miami.
Where do you put Shaq? Like, what team do you put him on? Like, when you picture him in your mind.
I think Lakers.
Lakers?
Lakers for sure, yeah.
Okay.
He's worn like 7 different jerseys. He has the rainbow color.
I say Orlando.
Yeah.
I think Orlando
Suns.
Shaq is my husband's favorite.
Yeah.
So Orlando Shaq is the better comp here, though, because he didn't win the title there. He got him to the NBA Finals.
Title,
and then he left and went to the Lakers. Nobody says, I think of Orlando Shaq. I think
but you'd have to go and win 3 titles.
Right. I'm just saying that, like, he's not thought of as a Magic player. He doesn't claim the Magic. The Magic don't really claim him.
It's Heat and Lakers. Yep.
So, if Giannis had a similar time leaving,
I think the difference is that Giannis has come out repeatedly and said that the city of Milwaukee means so much to him. And honestly, I think if the city of Milwaukee didn't mean as much to him as it did, then he
wouldn't be here.
He would have left a while ago.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come out and crap on any of it. I'm just saying he could just forget it.
I don't think most of the stars in Wisconsin sports like stay and like put down roots in the state of Wisconsin.
I'm saying like Aaron and Brett, they wax poetic and actively seek out wanting to be wanted by Packer fans and the Packers organization.
I think Giannis will be wanted by Bucks fans, and I think he will want to be wanted by Bucks fans.
Yes, he is going to actively seek it out because the way that he is behaving, he is trying to be the good person in this. Like he doesn't want to look bad, and that is because he doesn't want to lose
his legacy matters a ton to him.
Right, I agree with you on that. I was just more of like he would never be mean to Milwaukee. He could just end up being like Miami could be the city that feels more like him.
Okay.
And it's like, how would Bucks fans feel about that? Because we haven't had a situation where people have left Wisconsin and gone and won, or been able to claim somewhere else as their new city.
Kareem would be the one.
Okay, and that was
I'm not.
how
I'm
many
old.
years ago?
I'm old, and I'm not.
I'm sorry. Kareem is like 80 years old.
That's the one example of a star
but
of this
for
caliber.
like fans, for us, like right now, you don't have the story of someone leaving and going to be successful and building a career somewhere else.
No, definitely not.
More than
Giannis's
5
level.
years at one place, especially if you get a title in there, is going to. And I'm not talking about how he's going to be remembered. Like the Bucks thing will be part of it. It's more just like I just wonder what would happen.
What do you think would happen?
I don't think Bucks fans would be
What
mad
do
at
you
it.
think would happen?
I just don't see. Who do you picture right now? I guess I don't even know. Who's the Milwaukee? I guess Brandon Jennings.
Who's like the Bucks icon?
Yeah, like who's Michael Redd a little bit. Is it Brandon
You
Jennings?
mean saying outside of Giannis?
But I'm saying like retired icon, like who?
Retired icon, Brandon Jennings. He's the one who's around the organization. He was on. I mean, he was part of the parade after they won the championship.
Yeah. I don't see that.
True.
I see it being more like Jordan with the Bulls than with, let's say, and I'm trying to think of a really good connection of like a player.
And what is Jordan's connection with the Bulls nowadays? How would you describe it?
Non-existent. He doesn't crap on them. He doesn't shy away from it. And then when they do like special ceremonies, he does it. But he doesn't.
He also doesn't do anything with the media. Like that was what the whole thing with him and sitting down with Mike Tirico.
Yeah,
right?
for NBC. Yes.
Yeah, like that was his first time doing
I'm
anything
just using that's just the one that came to mind. But
where
I feel
Giannis
like,
loves the media, but hates it.
But like he loves the media. He loves using the media.
He loves talking to the media, but then he hates what the media has to report on the things that he said.
Yeah, I don't think he likes sitting down and just like he's not going to be doing podcasts after he retires. No. I think he might jump on Thanalysis every once in a while, but I don't think he's going to be doing like his own podcast like some guys do.
And again, since he is international, he could just go back to Greece.
I
His
think
family lives there right now.
That's the most likely scenario.
Right.
I think.
And
He
so
goes
it's more
lives
just
there.
like I don't think there's going to be a regular active connection to the city of Milwaukee. And there's going to be no negative. Like he's not going to be out there like I didn't like my time or this was bad. He's always going to speak fondly of it, but I don't think you're going to have these regular moments, these annual moments, or Giannis in town a ton. I think he's going to say, I love Milwaukee. I was raised in Milwaukee. Milwaukee holds a special place in my heart. But he's going to be with his new team. Again, the messy divorce side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee gave him his child, his firstborn child, his NBA title.
Is Larry O'Brien.
His Larry O'Brien. Gave him baby Larry. And
I didn't like that.
All right. Gave him Larry O'Brien trophy.
Imagine naming a baby Larry these days. That'd be crazy.
Carl would be another one. But anyways, you got
Why Carl?
How can you have a baby named Carl?
I feel like there are people. I don't know if anyone my age is named Carl. Molly, do you remember anyone?
I
in
don't
high
know
school
anybody
named
my
Carl?
age.
And can you imagine holding this is my baby Carl?
I mean, that's kind of cute.
Carl's
Really?
not a bad name
For a baby. It's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Larry. Here's
Carl.
Larry.
Larry.
Here's Lawrence.
Lawrence is kind of cute.
Lawrence isn't bad.
Here's Jim. There you go.
Yeah.
James.
Jim Rutledge.
Even Ryan. Here's Ryan.
Ryan is such an overused name. Ryan is like the most.
We've talked about this between Matt, Jim, and Ryan, and Molly over here.
Yeah.
We got some
It's okay.
generic ass names.
I have the same name as a lot of golden retrievers. It's fine.
Really? Is
Yes.
that a common
yeah.
A
dog
lot of
name?
people have Molly dogs.
There's a lot of dogs named Molly, yeah.
There's not a lot of dogs named Ryan. I don't think Ryan.
I learned
there's
there's a lot of dogs named Rosie, which I feel a little bit bad about, but
It's okay. I was on a call today with a partner, and they had like a background on their Teams chats, like I couldn't see anything behind them. And I was like, "Oh, I really like your background." She's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm going to take it off, and you're going to be able to see Olivia." I was like, "All right, Olivia is either a baby or a dog." So luckily, I have a baby named Olivia.
Yeah.
And someone took it off. I was like, "Oh, haha! I was expecting to see like a toddler running around behind you."
Yeah.
And then they like laughed, but I was just like.
It was a dog?
Like when she said that. No, it was a human. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention.
Yeah, I
it
was wondering-
it was a full-grown human. It was a full-grown human.
yeah, you
Just leaving us in suspense.
Yeah, you
Yes.
definitely left that part out.
Yes, sorry, I apologize. Yes, full-grown human, probably within the age range of Ryan's preference.
Oh, you asked?
But yes, no, I did not ask.
My producer's looking for someone.
Yeah, but no, and I was like, oh. I was like, yeah. I was expecting to see either. Well, I didn't say dog, so I was like, I don't want to offend you. But I was like, oh, I was expecting to see either a toddler behind you. Because my daughter's name is Olivia.
Do you hate yourself a little bit sometimes on calls?
No.
Oh, I do.
It's great.
I was going to say, how did this partner meeting go? It sounds like it was smashing success.
It was good.
I hate myself often sometimes on those intro meetings. You're like, oh, God, why am I doing this? Let me just bang the cymbals together like a monkey.
I don't have a comment. No comment.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN, Madison.
Spring looks vividly different at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Skip the ordinary and step into a stay surrounded by constantly rotating art galleries, live music every night, and inspired drinks and dining at the studio, the bar, and Proof Pizza. Right outside the doors is Milwaukee's vibrant downtown, filled with can't-miss events and experiences you have to be here to believe. Book your spring escape at St. Kate the Arts Hotel in Milwaukee today, with rates starting at just $149.
Introducing the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. For just $60, you'll get a lineup of tender pulled pork, slow smoked brisket, rich mac and cheese, creamy coleslaw, and smokehouse beans, plus 6 soft buns. Whether you're heading to the ballpark or catching the game at home, knock dinner out of the park with the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Order today and make this summer a winning season.
This is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. Wasting money on high energy bills is frustrating. The smart solution? Investing in your home with Pella windows from Ridgetop Exteriors. As Wisconsin's leading Pella Premier contractor, we install the nation's leading windows, guaranteeing up to 40% in energy savings. It's an investment that pays for itself. Get a house full of new windows for as low as $198 a month. Make the smart choice at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
People travel the world to collect Hard Rock shirts, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford is going to give the people what they want. Get in on the action at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where all new Unity card signups receive an official Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Trent here from Canopy Wealth Management. We're often asked, when's the right time to work with a financial advisor? The answer is always simple, now. Whether you're building wealth, nearing retirement, or already retired, the Canopy team can help you gain clarity around your goals, resources, and path to financial independence. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
Jordan Morgan needs to be the guy. And if he is not, this thing is in big trouble. Goody's done a really good job in a lot of phases. He was wrong on how he approached the O-line, and now he hasn't changed course.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford-certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Introducing the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. For just $60, you'll get a lineup of tender pulled pork, slow smoked brisket, rich mac and cheese, creamy coleslaw, and smokehouse beans, plus 6 soft buns. Whether you're heading to the ballpark or catching the game at home, knock dinner out of the park with the Grand Slam Smokehouse Pack from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Order today and make this summer a winning season.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can also listen on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown with you. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbo's Talk text line. List is more. You also can hop in on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and comment on there. But we're going to throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Just before we get into this, I did, sorry, for the song reminded me of it. So on Easter, I was sick, home, and I watched two things. One was a documentary on Lilith Fair, really good.
On what?
Lilith Fair.
Lilith Fair?
Lilith Fair.
I don't know what
is that a person?
Really?
Is Fair a last name?
Lilith? First name?
the
Lily
Lilith.
by short?
The Lilith Fair.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that a fair of Lilith?
It was Sarah McLachlan.
Bunch of
It was
people
put
named
on
Lilith?
in the
Just
90s. It was
convention?
put on in the 90s by Sarah McLachlan for about 3 years. Did really well. Then she just got tired of running it or whatever.
It is a groundbreaking all-female music festival founded by Canadian singer-songwriter Sarah McLachlan in 1997.
Tracy Chapman performed at it. Eric Badu, like Lisa Loeb, Jewel. Like it did well.
I knew half of those people.
They sure did well because it's a terrible name.
So
we all know Fire Island.
So Lilith.
None of us know Lilith Fair.
Apparently, so this was interesting to me. In the Jewish Bible, Lilith was Adam's first wife, and she refused to
Adam and Eve?
Yes. She refused to be anything less than equal with him, so then she was banished. And so that's why they chose her, because she stood up for that women and men should be equal. And that's how they came up with the name Lilith Fair.
Did you know this before the...
No.
Okay.
No, I learned that. But that's not... So, Outcast, I was watching a thing... after that, I watched a Hall of Fame...
Women empowerment! Outcast!
I thought that was the connection to Easter because he brought up like biblical references.
And lilies?
No. Yeah, right? You would think that'd be it. No, it's Outcast.
It's Outcast, the song here. I was watching the Hall of Fame induction of Outcast. It's on Disney Plus.
Is that recently?
It was like maybe a couple months ago, a month or two ago. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch it back. Totally worth watching. You saw some really cool performances from like Bad Company and Soundgarden and a couple others. But I learned, one, that I actually thought, I guess I fell into the trope that the White Stripes, the last
I love those guys.
That their brother and... No.
But they're not.
No.
Wait, they're not?
No.
No. What?
They're not
I knew
brother
that's where
and
you're going
sister.
with that.
Yeah. So they were married before they
were married.
They were married before they became famous. They got divorced, but when they got married, he took her name.
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't perform anymore, and she didn't come to the Hall of Fame thing because she suffers basically debilitating anxiety. So that's why the White Stripes broke up. It's because she just can't handle performing or even being in public anymore. She's more comfortable with a private life. So that's why the White Stripes are no more. And then on top of that, Andre 3000, who I believe was nominated for a Grammy for his flute record. He's a flutist. So
Flautist. I think you're right. I think I have heard this
Flutist.
before.
Let's go with flutist.
Flutist.
I just don't like the word flout either. So
yeah, flout. That sounds like something.
He makes music with his mouth. All right, and so
as do most musicians.
That's what you did earlier today.
Yes,
that's true.
If you listen, if you missed that, you can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
And
watch back on the ESPN Madison YouTube
channel.
True.
It was interesting because what's the guy's name? His partner. So not Andre 3000, but his partner, Big Boy, or
Big Boy is the other guy.
Yeah, Big Boy. Yeah. He performed their songs. Andre 3000 didn't. They had a different rapper step in and perform. So I looked it up. Andre 3000 also suffers from really strong anxiety and also believes that his rap career is not authentic to who he is anymore. So he doesn't perform any rap songs because he doesn't have the gusto, the heart, or anything to perform it, including at the Hall of Fame. So someone else performed it. That he just feels like that's part of his past, and he doesn't have any passion to rap, and he suffers from very high performance anxiety of being on stage and those sorts of things. So he does not perform either. And I learned this all through the Hall of Fame thing.
And you mentioned Easter at the beginning of this.
Well, it's because I watched this on Easter.
Oh, because you just watched it on Easter.
Yeah, they performed Miss Jackson.
That's right.
Yeah.
He opted out of family.
He had a tummy
He had
ache on
performance
Easter.
anxiety. His performance anxiety, Molly. That was his sickness. Clearly.
Jim, you're blushing. Calm down.
Tanya, I can't make it. I'm just a little too nervous right now.
Whoa. Okay. Ryan, cross lines. What would you be nervous about?
Can't be around your parents. It's just makes
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I get a little frazzled.
Tanya, I'm jet lagged.
Yes.
I'm coming back from Florida and Texas. We went to Texas.
Yeah.
It's a different time zone.
We went to Texas.
We did go to Texas. I ate some bad food at the hotel.
Clearly.
What'd you eat?
It was fried catfish.
Oh. So you didn't get it from North and South. That's the problem.
Clearly.
Yep, that's
Got to
why I
get it from North and South.
That's why I got food poisoning.
Yep.
You did not have food poisoning, did you?
I don't know. My stomach didn't feel great.
He didn't feel great. He was nervous. He wasn't feeling well.
Performance anxiety. Remember, Molly?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
So
Can't relate.
Stones.
Oh, we still. I thought that felt like Stones.
We're going
to
to do what we were going to do for Stones next.
I think that's the best move.
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree, Molly.
All right. This is Jim, Matt, Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more? No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquartered in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Spring looks vividly different at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Skip the ordinary and step into a stay surrounded by constantly rotating art galleries, live music every night, and inspired drinks and dining at the studio, the bar, and Proof Pizza. Right outside the doors is Milwaukee's vibrant downtown, filled with can't-miss events and experiences you have to be here to believe. Book your spring escape at St. Kate the Arts Hotel in Milwaukee today, with rates starting at just $149.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
People travel the world to collect Hard Rock shirts, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford is going to give the people what they want. Get in on the action at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where all new Unity card signups receive an official Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
This is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. A great window is only as good as its installation. At Ridgetop Exteriors, we believe in doing the job right. That's why we're Wisconsin's leading Pella Premier contractor. We pair the best windows and doors in America with the expert craftsmanship your home deserves. Experience the difference quality makes with payments as low as $198 a month for a full house of new windows. See our work at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Looking to join an international quality golf club right here in Madison? Discover TPC Wisconsin, an instant classic in the heart of the Midwest. With a course co-designed by Steve Stricker and PGA Tour Designs, it's the 13th and newest TPC Network golf club in the world. Other high-quality amenities include a short game practice area, athletic performance center, and meeting and dining facilities, plus membership benefits that reach around the globe. Schedule a tour at tpcwisconsin.com and start your journey to a lifetime of priceless golf.
Looking for an easy lunch or dinner win? Pizza Hut's My Hut Box lets you pick a personalized pan pizza, a melt, and now you can choose wings as your entree. Boneless or traditional wings tossed in your favorite sauce or rub. One box, tons of options, all day, every day.
My Hut Box is the best personalized meal combo starting at just $6.99.
Head to one of their locations, order on the app, or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
To the question about what are we accepting, for all intents and purposes, we should be looking at the Sweet 16 for Badger basketball as our national championship.
Until something changes with how we spend NIL dollars or get NIL dollars, that is our ceiling.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hi, it's Dave from Canopy Wealth Management. Many people are balancing retirement planning, college costs, and caring for aging parents, often all at once. With extensive experience, the Canopy team has helped others navigate these same challenges and can be a trusted thought partner as you prioritize what matters most. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, Molly Malley continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. Primetime Lorsheim behind the glass. Matt Hamilton, whereabouts unknown. Do we know where Matt is? I know he was in the state of Utah.
I believe he's in Canada.
Canada? I
think he's in Canada.
I thought it was. Oh. I know he's at the Pro Curling League
Yeah, I
doing
think that's
some
in
sideline
Canada.
comments. I don't know if you call it sideline commentary in curling.
Some kind of commentary.
Side ice commentary?
Side rink? I don't know.
Yeah, ringside commentary. That's what it is.
There you go.
Can we, do we know where to watch this?
It's not live.
I think you're right.
They're taping it.
Oh,
and
you're
then-
right. We talked about this. It's like tape delay, like it's the NBA Finals of the 1970s.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
I don't know.
There's posts online about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Also,
Matt's
this could be
posting about it as well.
I'll say this could be an elaborate live from Matt. He's just on vacation. Be
Stop.
like, yeah, you can't watch it.
No.
It's tape delay.
I saw Ryan. You probably saw this
So,
on his
you know,
story.
unfortunately,
Somebody
Matt
took a
still
photo
has
of
to work.
him from
I did see
afar.
that.
He was wearing like a blazer and whatnot. Like he was professionally
Said
dressed.
he looked like Ron Burgundy is what
Yeah.
the person put on Instagram, actually.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
You guys watching any more Bucks games this year?
I haven't watched one Bucks game. Like legit all season, I watched minutes of a Bucks. I probably watched 30 minutes of a Bucks game this entire culmination of Bucks games this season.
I'd say probably same. Only nationally televised games because they are not worth the effort. To
Yeah,
try
and they're
to stay
barely on
TV.
national TV because they
Right.
suck.
Yeah. Is it Friday the last game that Giannis could be playing for the Bucks?
That is correct. Last home game.
Last home game.
They have 4 games left. They have a game tonight.
Don't worry,
game
he'll be-
tomorrow. Game at home on Friday, and then one wrap-up game next week.
Okay, so the
He'll
wrap
be
up game.
back
The wrap up
playing
game.
for another team.
The wrap up game next week. Any desire at all to watch it?
Who's it against?
Last game of his career with the Bucks.
Let me look at the Bucks schedule.
Does it matter who it's against? Or?
Yes, because if it's against OKC, I'm going to say yeah, because you want to see OKC. I'm not saying you want to watch it for Giannis.
OKC would be a slaughter.
It's a line of demarcate. Yeah, they probably won't even play. They're just resting for the playoffs. So it would be against, you said Friday, so it would be against the Brooklyn Nets.
No,
absolutely
the
not.
last game. This is the game after that.
No, but that's against the 76ers. So their last home game
is Friday.
So
either one, like you have no desire to.
No.
Ryan?
So you saying to go in person or just to watch it period?
Either one.
I would definitely watch it at home, no doubt.
So
yes.
you'd watch the last game of his career on TV.
Last game of his career in Milwaukee, yes.
Okay, not overall though.
You mean just?
Yeah, 'cause it's the last time you see him in a Bucks uniform.
I think last time seeing him in a Bucks uniform at Pfizer will probably mean more. And that final game of the season, like you said, like no one will be playing. Like the Bucks, even if they clear him health wise, there's no reason to play him in the final game of the season when it's completely meaningless for both squads.
The sad part is for all of this, and the reason why everyone has to regret this is that it's ending in a way. Forget all this drama and the rest of it. You can't end it nice. They could have had a quasi send off to Giannis, at least a just in case you're leaving goodbye from the fans, and it could have been something awesome as a trade deadline or whatever. But now the whole thing is contentious and gross, and there's not going to be any sort of send-off. So that is 3 stars, Favre, Rodgers, and Giannis, who ended their careers in their home team's uniforms unceremoniously.
Isn't that most stars?
I feel like there's still – I'm not talking about like a goodbye tour. I'm saying hey, there's a chance they might not be back sort of thing. And you kind of do like a little tip of the cap. Like when the Cubs, when the Cubs traded like Rizzo and all those guys at the trade deadline, they all got like standing ovations that last game because all the fans were kind of expecting them to be traded away. So there was the kind of an allowed moment for them to take a curtain call.
I think if Giannis is on the court or even on the sidelines for that final game, that final home game, Bucks fans will go out of the way to make sure that Giannis knows that they are going to miss
I agree. I don't think it'll be sold out, but I agree. But
I think it would be if it's the final home game and Giannis is even on the bench. I think people will show up.
And I think the Bucks will.
I don't think they'll play him. No.
No, but I think do you think the Bucks allow him to step out and?
I mean, what are they gonna do? Turn the lights off? Like just be like,
nope, you're not
yeah,
allowed.
exactly.
Don't even step foot on the court.
I mean, if Bucks fans just start clapping and everyone just starts going Giannis, like,
do you think that'll happen? Like, what do you think this
Thank
game's...
you, Giannis.
Dun, dun. Yeah, exactly.
I can see that.
I hope
I
it
can see
happens. Do you think it happens? I don't think there's gonna be boos. I don't think it'll be bad.
There'll be something.
There'll be something.
Something from the crowd.
I don't know if the entire
Anything
crowd will
from
be
the
doing
Bucks?
it. No, because of how awkward it is and how bad the ending has been. It's a messy breakup at the end of the day. You don't celebrate messy breakups.
What breakup is not messy?
God, what was it? Chris
Good
Martin
stuff.
and what's her face?
Oh, yeah, the conscious uncoupling.
Yes!
Gwyneth Paltrow. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So
by
she
Coors Light.
says.
For just $60, you'll get a lineup of tender pulled pork, slow smoked brisket, rich mac and cheese,